Look, Mom, it's snowing! Hi. Today it's not as hot as it's been the last couple of days for the last couple of Dark Souls episodes. Today we're gonna do something completely different. I have a good old friend that I have not been able to meet for, wow, are we now up to about a year? Even more, probably. Yeah. Anyway, we usually meet up and play a lot of video games, and our plan was that I was gonna show him a bit of Sekiro. But with everything going on, we have not been able to meet up, etc. So, yeah, this is all about making sure he gets good. And I'm not the right person to do that, but I'm gonna try. Anyway, Sekiro is a FromSoft game, just like Dark Souls, except this time you don't make your own character. It's much more of an action game than a role-playing game. You play as Wolf, the ninja. And it's all about using ninja tools, sneaking around, murdering a bunch of people, and, well, time deflect, jumping, swordplay, etc. And that's where everything gets really hard. I haven't beaten Sekiro, but I'm very close. Like, very close. Maybe I need to practice. So, also a good reason. Anyway, my dude. Or dudes, whoever's watching. Let's get into this. Absolute basics, starting from the beginning. That's the jump button. I didn't mean to press that. I'm that good.
Oh, it's you. You may use me to hone your swordsmanship, if you like.
Right. Hyundai. We Hyundaiing. Is that racist? No, it's just a really, really bad accent. Hanbei the Undying. He lets you kill him over and over again for training purposes. And I realized before I even do anything, I remember, at least for me, coming from having played the Dark Souls games, the controls were really weird getting into Sekiro. So, I switched a couple of things around. First off, attacking, that's the right bumper, deflecting is the left one. Deflecting, left bumper, most important thing in the game, absolutely. I use right trigger for prosthetics, I use left trigger for the grappling hook. And, let's see now, actually gonna get out of this conversation. I don't remember. I use the circle button, the rightmost one, for dodging. I use the square button for, what do I use it for? I don't know. I use the triangle for drinking. Okay, then the square is picking up loot, and the X for me is jumping. So, now I have no health bonus left, so let's get into showing off the basic things. By jumping again. Wow. This is amazing. I feel so shit. Just like it should be.
It's you.
It is me.
Use me to hone your swordsmanship.
Yes, I will. Everyone needs to have this kind of raspy voice. Attacking, that's just clicking the button, so that's not interesting. What you need to get a hold of if you're going to play Sekiro is the deflecting. So,
in that case,
let's do the absolute basics, just a real quick one first. You can read this yourself, or pause. Now, if I just hold down the button, he cannot get to me. And that goes for every enemy in the game until that orange bar fills up. Posture. Then you fall over and someone will get a free hit. But if you press the button just as the sword is about to hit, then you deflect it. And that builds up posture on his side. So by not letting him hit you, you get to win. That looks really easy like this. It's not. But I think you can generalize it as the timing is someone raises a sword or spear or whatever it is. That's the, oh, you need to be ready. But as soon as the sword or whatever starts moving towards you, that is your window to click the button. How do you learn when to click the button? Let me show you one more thing. I'm gonna do the same thing again.
I stand as your opponent. Because
the first thing I said was hold down the button. Well, you can pretty much turn the game into a rhythm game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get away! Ow. Damn it. But then you can kind of learn in which order the attacks are going to come in. So you can just not even look at the screen and do it anyway. And try to seem like a badass. I wonder if I can do that again. Oh, it's a bit scary. Okay, maybe I'm not that terrible. Man, this sounds like such a brag. I fucked it up. But that's a nice little place to start practicing this bit.
Yes, splendidly done.
Yes, it is splendidly done. Okay. Actually, the step dodge.
In that case, I stand
because
as your opponent.
Sekiro, like the other games, is a bit like, we'll tell you half of what's going on. So, pressing the circle button, or, well, that one, depending on what you're using. B, if you're using a Xbox controller, but why would you be doing that? Ugh. I've had two, they both broke within their warranty times, and, no. Anyway. They just don't feel as nice in the hand. That's the point. The step dodge. If you just click the button, you will do a step forward. If you click it as someone is swinging at you, well, you keep doing that step forward. But if you combine it with clicking to the side, then you will dodge to the side. If you dodge and then click attack, that's not it. I think I'm a bit too close to do it. But you see me turning around and doing a slice. So you can do counter moves in that kind of way. And if you've just gotten out of the way and hit them while they're still recovering, I think you do just slightly more hit point and posture damage. Yeah, something like that anyway. It's not as if you, end up thinking about that in the middle of combat. But just remember, you can dodge in a specific direction, and that is good and for killing people and not getting killed yourself. Oh. Okay, that's like the absolute basics.
Come back whenever you like.
Thank you.
If you have techniques to try out, I'm at your disposal.
There's an amazing reason, by the way, why he's able to come back to life. Again, like all the FromSoft games, everything has a reason. Keep playing? I'm not gonna tell you. Anyway, so, running around, and since I do... interact button. Since I expect to mess up, die, get molested, I just wanted to get that extra healing item. Jump time! Oh, but moving around in this game, and again, all of them look amazing. All of them feel amazing, except Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I'm one of those people. That game just hurts. I've still beaten it, but it's just not good. They all look amazing. They all feel amazing. The story is great. Ah, I love it. Oh yeah, grabbing ledges. That's also the square button. There we go. Climb. There we go. See, I can fight, but I can't move around. Oh, amazing skills in commentary. Right. It should be self-explanatory, but really keep an eye out for the sculptor's idols. Now, as with all the game, they're not always obvious. You need to keep your eyes open. Sure, they do have a blue, what do you call it, marker that you actually can see a bit through walls and all that, but you still need to keep your eyes peeled and listen. You actually hear a noise when you get close to them. The sort of kind of blue, flamey Anyway, when we are out of training and we actually need to murderize some people, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. Stealth death blow. And the stealth death blow, just going through the game, it should be your absolute bread and butter, because sneaking up on people and killing them that way doesn't feel good to say killing this amount in this way. But yeah, not fighting, as in by doing stealth kills, is a lot easier than not doing them. But to do stealth kills, I mean, I'd say the stealth system is quite generous, but you still need to sneak up on people. But right here, if I jump towards him, and then as soon as a red marker shows up, that's when you get to... do you know your... I think it's a Kurosawa film. I'm drawing a blank. Great movie, and that end scene, I think is it 2, 3, or even 5 minutes of them just staring at each other until there's just too much blood on the screen. Cool. And a nice little nod. Never forget to press the square button, hold it down to gather all the loot and the money, because you need to pick up money and loot. I'd say that because the X's, I'm gonna blame that. The X, blue X on this is a different button from what it is on an Xbox controller. Picking up items is not as important in this game as other FromSoft titles, but they still do manage to hide some really good and interesting things throughout the game that you will need. And if you're having trouble with enemies and all that, of course you're gonna need some backup help. And definitely, especially your first time through, keep using them. You do get plenty if you just keep on looking for them. Not more than that. Now, why are you standing still? Well, I just moved the camera, so now I can see around the edge to the left, and now I know, oh, there's a dude over there. I don't want to walk straight into him, so let's jump up, find another way around. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, there's a dude over there too. This is what I mean with a very forgiving stealth system. Can I get behind him? Well, of course he starts walking the same way I'm going. But let's have him walk past. Sneak up. Click down the left button. Left control stick. Clicking the left control stick crouches you down, and when you do that, you make less noise and you are less visible. And also, walking full speed versus walking as slowly as possible also makes it harder for the enemies to notice you. Right, now I can jump down by going over there and then take him out right under there. But for instructional purposes of beating enemies in a video game, now I see I didn't get the extra health gourd because I never sat down at the idol. Yeah, good work, me. Anyway, we're gonna try to bait somebody out. Now, to bait someone, you would use an item we haven't received yet. We do have Fistful of Ash though, but in that case, I'll save that for later. I haven't planned this out, but let's go and bait these guys over. Ah, there we go. That was the item I wanted, a ceramic shard. We have one of them. Let's see now, because I have switched how to circle the items. Okay, I circle items with the right D-pad, and I use items with... It must have been square, right? Nope. I use items with triangle. That's what I do. So, you can sneak up here, and let's get his attention. Now we're only fighting one dude. Oh, he didn't even figure out it was us, but now he's seen us. I hope he does. Yes! Attack the wall! You get very angry. But... So, that was a 1. Oh, he can kick you. That will... 1 and 2. That's 3 and 4. Okay, long combo. But we only need a couple ones. So 1, 2, I thought. And of course, he has more combos than just the 1. But anyway, you can stand and just let every new type of enemy hit you a whole bunch of times. And if you're having trouble, it's not fun to stand around like that, but if you're really having trouble against something, you can just go in and practice a couple of times. Like that. Now, we know that there's one more dude over there, but this guy has a hat. And since he has a hat, he fights in a completely different manner. So, again, this kind of thing. Hello. Ow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nothing weird timing-wise. Ow. Oh, he can also bonk you on the head. If you just hold block, sure, they still lose posture, but timing, that you click the button with the timing I mentioned, just as the sword is coming down, using quick items to heal. Yes, except I don't have any of that healing anymore. Oh, you're not gonna bonk me on the head like that. And now I did the thing which is not super helpful. I think it was more okay when the game came out, but they patched it a bit, which is good. You can try to fish for deflections if you're like very desperate. There are actually a couple of points in the game where that's not a bad idea at all, even with the patch. But usually it's not that great because you might either get hit anyway or they will do more posture damage to you. So, but keeping it up for that, but you can still like quickly release as the sword is coming down and get the deflection, but you still need to time it. Right, let's see now. I think we're gonna go around. And I do not remember. Okay, there we have. As long as he's looking this way, walking around the corner is not a good idea. But we can be ready. Any minute now. There we go. Now, it might seem silly to, oh, why are you just standing around? You can just go over there and beat him. It's easy. Yeah, but it's good to get into the mindset, because as things get more difficult, Right. Let's see now. How do we sneak up on these people? Okay. No, I think we are gonna get up on this roof. You can grab a lot more ledges than you would think. That said, there are a couple of ledges you think you should be able to grab and you won't be able to. And I don't know, that's one of the small indiscrepancies. Now, assigning priorities, because guy down to left has a rifle. People who can shoot you, good to get rid of them first. At least, sure, they're not that... It's not that hard to dodge them. You can actually do the cool thing where you deflect bullets with the sword. Yay. But that's not the point. Taking out someone who is hard to keep track of first, that's a good idea. Then, in this case, that guy supposedly hits a bit harder than the guy who's patrolling down there. So, yeah, I just said do the rifle guy first, except no, I think I'm gonna do it this way, just to try to point things out. Because taking him out, most dangerous, since he can hit the hardest first. Then, rifleman will not be able to defend himself, and then there's a dog. No, I hate bunks of dogs! Of course, the dog is the one that survived. Oh man. And I don't like killing dogs. Okay, or wolf. You're an asshole. Go. Also, I don't see any more enemies, but I mean, if you want to stay on the safe side, as soon as you're done, again, crouch and sneak off. And this, I mean, you should have picked this up from the tutorial, the beginning of the game anyway, that hiding in brush will also keep you out of sight. I think the items in this game are kind of self-explanatory. Oh yeah, speaking of which. Whoa, that scares me when that happens. I have never walked right here before. I'm gonna pretend as if that's a good way to save face. There's just about always different ways to get around an area. And getting around an area, yeah, everything you see, you are gonna have to walk through all of this. What is your mission? You need to save the prince. Prince? Yes. And, of course, he's being kept in the castle. So you are gonna have to get over there, up into the biggest castle, and there's an awful lot of things to get past on your way there. So, what should we think about now? Yeah, I think the next step is, yes, we're gonna get to actually pick up one of the game's special items. Since Wolf has got his arm cut off. Wait. Rooster! Oh, I hate the roosters. Yeah, don't get pecked to death. Especially... Yeah, just keep your eyes open for roosters. Here we go, one more of these. Oh yeah, you need to actually select rest. I think that's the thing that will, again, mess over people who played other FromSoft games before. But in here, that's where you get your first prosthetic. I think I'm not sure. Maybe I actually missed it on my first way. No, it was the second time through, because I expected that I already had it. So suddenly I'm like, wait, why am I not able to throw shurikens at people? Oh, because... And if... Speaking of ledges, you think you should be able to grab, and then... Wolves. There's wolves everywhere. Here we go. But if you travel, then you get refilled out automatically. Yes. I think so. Ooh, the Mikiri counter. Best thing ever. So, gonna be all boring and try to do...
I found one.
And suddenly, the game is in Swedish. Oh, it's not as warm, not as hot, but it's still allergy season, and my nose is going nuts. There we go.
Yes, right. That kind-faced Buddha you see over there. Don't do anything funny with it.
Yeah. I remember being a bit, what Buddha? There's so many of them, because I had the camera in a different direction. Anyway. Oh yeah, that you need to have spirit emblems, which... This is, I think each spirit emblem, like, represents the soul of a dead person. Someone you probably killed. So, nice fuel for your magic arm there. Everything has meaning. Right. Wallgate path.
Stop itching. I am so tired of this.
Right. Back to this. We are going to go and fight a mini-boss. And because it's the first mini-boss, I am terrified of it. Because I think it killed me more times than anything else the game still has. Except for maybe a couple of the late game bosses. Okay. Okay. I messed that up completely because I meant to show and point out that maybe you don't want to run straight into a boss. Just about. A lot of the enemies can be snuck upon and killed a bit, since you have to kill a lot of the mini-bosses 2 times or even 3. But now that stopped. So, let's try that again. Itchy nose. And actually do the sneaking that I have been talking about that you should be doing. So, now then. There we go. Land. Press L3. And now he's completely forgotten. Again, kinda nice with the... kinda generous with the stealthing. Anyway. Let's go. Since here, he can do a sweep attack. Where you need to jump over that if you are standing close. And I am so scared of... And if you jump, you land on their heads. Oops. Oh, no, no. I'm not good at this. He's trying to heal his posture, so let's not let him. Hey! That was a lot better than I expected. Hey! I'm genuinely happy. We get things to help us. Like the gourd seed gives us one more healing, and the prayer beads, when we get a bunch of them, we'll be able to upgrade our stats. Is it a bit more hit points, a bit more resistance to being knocked over when you are blocking a lot. Yeah, it's unprofessional and someone probably finds it disgusting. I just have to. It's too bad. Too bad for you. Oh, I forgot to talk and say what I was thinking here. Oh, doing it twice is so cool. Right. Just overlooking this next area, you will be able to, if you just stand here, see that there's a couple of patrols going on. I think there's 3 of them walking around And is there one who is alone? Something like that. You get to pay attention to that yourself. But just from hanging out up here, what can you see? You can see that there's 2 people up on that platform. I can see, I am pretty sure, right above my knot top on my head, that there's a rifleman standing behind in that corner. Very good to know. Yeah, the patrol is behind the house, so we can't see them. Also, look over there. There's a tent up on that mountaintop. Might be a good thing to think about. Also, of course, you will spot an item, or maybe even 2 items. Can you see anything else? Nope, I can't. So, 1 rifleman down in the house, and a patrol on the other side. That's cool. So, sneaking about. Oh, look over there. That's a symbol for being able to eavesdrop and listen in. Whenever you can do that, do it. And that's another great reason to sneak up, because you get both story and tips most of the time.
This battle, do you think it can be won? I fear we may not prevail. What? We'll be just fine. Look, Ishin may be sick, but he's still going strong. Genichiro is a terror with the bow. And of course, we have Gyobu the demon.
Ah, Gyobu, of course. Good point. As long as he is with us, no man could ever breach the Ashina Castle gate.
So, who is Gyobu? We don't know yet. Just gonna have to eavesdrop some more. But there's 2 of them, and, well, guy with the hat is technically more dangerous, but if nothing else, for demonstration purposes, I will mess up. Rifleman. So, let's try to use the tree as defense from the rifleman. Now I clicked the right button to... Whoa! See? The patrol. We are messing up bad. Now that everything is going bad. Oh dear. Oh dear. So, then we can hold down the dodge button to run. Maybe I'm doing this for entertainment purposes. I don't know. Or maybe I will say that I'm doing that. Am I safe over here? No. Oh dear. There's a whole bunch of them running after me. So, if you mess up, escape. Run, jump, dodge, and use your grappling hook to get away. The enemies are, as said, very generously forgetful. And especially in the beginning, you need to use that a lot to your advantage. Later in the game, maybe your chances of running away will be not as good, depending on where you are. Now, looking around the environment, did you see this when you went through the game the first time? Oh, this is also a thing which for me feels weird with Sekiro, because you cannot just walk off a ledge. The other games, there's no safe ledges. Gravity will kill you. Gravity-chan murders everyone. But if we jump, ow, fall damage is in this game, but it's also a lot nicer. Oh, excuse me. So, by looking around, we found a bundled Jizo statue. What does it do? Well, go into your menu. This is not a good way of going into the menu. You should go into your inventory, but it's a small Buddha effigy bound in red cloth, raised in prayer between one's palms to restore a node of resurrective power. Resurrective. To enswathe Jizo statue is to express feelings of parental love. The bundle of cloth is to at least ensure that the little one goes on in peace. Oh. Dead children. But I almost said that I like dead children. That was not exactly where I was going to go with that. I might go there for a joke, but not when I'm trying to do the thing. Inventory. But, I really like in everything that comes out of this company. I don't even like calling it a company. They're a bunch of artists. That's what they've become. Amazing ones. The stories aren't black and white. If you are thinking in terms of good and evil, you are gonna get very confused. And I remember, I think last summer, when I started to be able to read a bit again, I had to sit down and do a little crash course in Shinto Buddhism, just because I want to have some idea of what I'm saying and thinking about what is going on. And when's the last time you played a video game that made you go and actually sit down and research some, religion or theology or whatever you want to call it? I've for the Dark Souls games, I've ended up looking into, Nordic mythology combined with Germanic, Celtic, Greek. I've had to look into Old Babylon. I've had to look into everything. And a lot of the story there is a combination of those, the 12 standardized gods that are from those kinds of religions. And I'm just so surprised at how well it speaks to me. But since the stories are not black and white, they end up making you think, and I really enjoy that. Now, do I have... Yes, because I've jumped somewhere, and for what I want to show, I think I should go back. Also, if you're like, oh no, I don't want to die, I don't have any healing left, whatever, escape. I personally don't really like having more things in the item quick slots than I'm using, because when things get hectic, they get hectic, and you don't want to be fumbling around with items. But escaping, it's the best thing, because when you die, you lose your money, the Zen, bottom right corner that you've collected. Can I? No, I cannot point it out there, but if I sit down again, when you defeat enemies, middle right, you have the blue bar underneath vitality and attack power. You can call it experience points. That bar is filling up, but if you die, you lose half of it? Yeah, you lose half of that and half of your money, I think. Damn it, now I'm unsure. Well, you should know. You've been playing and probably dying. But you don't want to lose that. That's dumb. So, escape. Use the homeward idol. Right, let's see here. We got a gourd seed from beating that general mini-boss.
You truly returned from the dead. The power of the dragon's blood. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes.
Who are you?
My name is Emma. I am a doctor serving a certain master.
What master?
Forgive me, but for his safety, I cannot reveal his identity. However, my master gave explicit orders to assist you in any way I can. I'm not telling you to trust me. However, I must fulfill my master's orders The gourd of medicinal water you possess, that was
Wait,
originally
I don't actually care about the dialogue right now. Why am I sitting here? Because I want... Because I want to respect it. But maybe not respect it right now. Present the healing gourd.
This gourd.
Yes, but I'm the medicinal...
Jag har sett nu snabbt det var så jävlar vad fort det börjar gå.
Is this a gourd seed?
Yes.
Yes, plant her. Now,
Cucumber seeds everywhere.
is it if it's
Or-
a fact, that's what my... I should
Actually,
be...
if you can tell me... If you ever can tell them, whoever, what the lore of the gourd seeds is,
Goodbye.
I'd very happily listen. Right, now we have... we can get one more healing out of the gourd. What was I about to say? I completely blanked. Dagnammit. Oh yeah, editing the Dark Souls videos. Ooh. Oh, there was an item back here, but I've apparently grabbed it beforehand. Editing the Dark Souls videos. It's slightly painful, because I know that my working memory is bad. It's getting better, and I have good days and I have bad days. But with a tiny amount of stress from recording, that's just enough to push me over the edge. And I do so many half sentences, and I forget what I was saying or doing. I mean, of course, you're in the middle of a hectic game most of the time, but it hurts. But becoming more aware of that, it helps in the long run. Still really hurts to see when you don't think that you've been that affected. Anyway, we got the thing. Oh, I think I did another thing. Yep, I forgot to actually equip the tool. And now I'm jumping again. We are gonna go and try to do that area a bit more thoroughly and not mess up for entertainment purposes. Did I remember that I was talking about checking, reading up on religion? That the stories are not black and white. Things that make you think. And, oh my, wow. There's so many interesting mysteries, like legit mysteries, in all of these games. As soon as I was able to read, I have been using my newfound reading abilities. It's not a good feeling to have to say that, but trying to figure out and make connections and like writing down, well, if this is here and that is there, well, how does that connect up? It's amazing. Many people have said that, like, contemplating the mystery of life and religion and blah 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 is there to, aw, damn it, to help keep your mind occupied. And I think that's oh my dude. I think that's a thing I can agree with, but since a video game can give me, for me, much deeper experience, but yeah, keeping your guard up, to keep them off you if you are getting uncertain, or otherwise watch the sword and get ready for it to come down. So, getting in there. Ow. I realized I said, ooh, watch out for combos or something like that. But they don't always do things in a specific combo. They both do single attacks every now and then, and they try to mix it up. You can never expect to be like safe. Oh yeah, the arrows points in the general direction of someone who's about to start seeing you or becoming aware. So let's see if we can do that a bit better this time. Oh, can I try to be cool? Come on, aim a bit better so I can be cool. Cool, right? Reload, and then I mess up. Anyway, but we also saw that there was a big scary thing hiding out behind the wall. So and we gained a whole experience point. And jump and grab and slice and dice them. I didn't get to stab him. Oh, that's interesting. Now I want to check that. Okay, there are some edges you can fall off. Huh. Guess we're gonna have to pay attention to that as well. Right. Sneaking about. Now. Do you hear that? Of course it's quiet now. There it was. You can, of course, try to listen. Oh dear, he was behind me and... Whoa! Okay. Cool, that's the first time I've seen that kind of glitch. What? Did you see that? Wow, okay, I've never seen that kind of thing before. Wow. Anyway, heal up a bit. Broken pot! It was broken when I got here. Now, coin purses. They are also a very interesting thing, because you can find them and pick them up in the world, but just about every vendor you run into will sell them. And since you lose money when you die, it's a very good investment, because sure, you lose 10%, but buying those ahead of time, before you just die and lose everything, that is a much better use of your money.
Oh, is that you, Inosuke?
And again, looking around into the environment, there are also characters you might run into that will not fight you, but you might learn something, both story-wise, find stuff, etc. Ow. My man, what happened to you? You have to play the game to find out. Okay, so what can we see now? We see one man patrolling. We see one person up on top with a log. And I see two people down there. So, running straight in is a bad idea. So let's not do that. I am gonna expect you to have run into that and died. Because I have. But we can go up. And we can find... Like I just said, I don't find characters.
Care to purchase an offering?
An offering?
Indeed. I sell items to be offered to the dead from the... Go ahead.
Scats. Wrong. Let me see now. Like I said, coin purses, always a great investment if you're not gonna buy something right away, right now. Since I'm doing this thing, I think I'm just gonna see if I can pick up some. Of course I can. Extra health pellets, because I expect to die a lot quite soon.
Where you find the departed, you'll
Find the memorial mob.
Just
Like the crows.
Wherever
your travels take you, make sure you bring some offerings with you. It's so much fun. Right, and up here, from here we can get a much better view. So the path runs down. We know that there's 2 down there and 1 patrolling and a person with a log up there. So we can just avoid them by going to the left. Oh, I missed that there was something down here. Gushing sugar. So, instead of, because it's not a log, it's a friggin' cannon, let's not get Molotov bombed to death. Let's give out death instead. Gunpowder, there's a lot of upgrade equipment for your arm, which you need to find. And I didn't see that there's that man down there. And he saw me. So now there's 3 of them. Let's see if I can handle this. Stop hitting people on the head. I don't know why. I get really provoked whenever they do the knock you off balance moves, like hitting you with the fist or kicking you or whatever. Which is dumb, because I know that I can block and or parry them just like the other moves, but I keep messing that up whenever. Oh, I had not noticed that one before. Can we... Oh, I didn't think I should be able to do that. Am I like playing on a glitch day where things are not working as intended? But, okay. I thought you had to circle around and pay attention for something completely different to find this place. Whoa, did you see that? I'll turn around so I can see them. Yeah. If you know what that is, you know what that is. It should scare you. It's kind of funny being able to just put out some non-spoilery scares. I don't know, maybe he has made it that far. Who knows? Oh, that scares me though. Even though I know better. So, can I reach that from here? I could. I'm that. And here we go. Wrong way. And I keep missing the ledge grab button. Here we go. Let's have a rest. Now, I'm gonna go and most probably mess up badly. No, actually, we're gonna wait. Nope, mess up badly first, then come back and try to mess up a little less badly. Again, checking in all directions.
You're that good Sir Shinobi.
Wait a minute, he
I've been
knows
thinking
us.
Well,
That night?
What night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not gonna be annoying. Okay, yeah, sure.
All buys.
Keep that.
A fire shooting. I'll keep that in.
Okay, so you can get some
I'll
information.
procure some goods with look forward.
And now that you paid him money, he tells you that he will try to sell you things later. These things, red, shiny light, look for them. I'm not gonna interact with it, but now, up to the right, we see someone who is tied to a stake, and here we have an eavesdrop.
I don't feel safe with that big bastard just tied up next to us. I'd rather not be gravely injured just before the war begins.
Ah, if the worst happens, only choice is to use fire.
That's a
So
hint.
that I fear fire. That's what the Lord's proclamation says.
Proclamations. What a joke. Ashina sure has a funny way of preparing for war.
Okay. And, I mean, yeah, this is about telling you that you can also find hints in the environment. Use fire. Well, do we have any fire? We have shurikens. We have, we don't have anything. But we did get, triggers. We did just buy that of the other guy. So maybe we should keep that thing in mind and see if it leads us somewhere. Right. We eavesdropped. We are now going to have a fight. Well. Oh, actually. The thing I said about holding down the block button to learn how to catch deflects. That is only half of it, because if you keep just mashing your attack button, most enemies will retaliate after a set number of your attacks. Listen to how it clangs when you hear that they are deflecting you, that more high-pitched noise. Low dull clang, that's just a block. High-pitched one, deflect. Keep that. Anyway, you can use that as to help learn how far you can push attacking. Most enemies, I think, only gives you 1 or 2 hits. Now, I'm really scared because this dude is a bad time. Here comes the bad time. Grab attacks, you need to dodge or jump out of the way. But for everything else, and this is so hard to get into. But okay, somehow it doesn't hit me. But the point is that you can block them. Except for the grab attack. You cannot block that. Also, when you fall down, dodge button in a direction to roll out of the way. Ow. And ow. Did you see the triangle? That means that you could do a grapple to get back to him for at least 1 free hit. Yeah, I'm scared now. I'm doing this as a show how to play the game, and yes, keep falling on the ground, my good man. Where you belong, or something like that. I could have blocked that. Oh! He got staggered there for just a tiny bit, and I got killed. Oops. Although, sure, that's the point here. Got point.
And live again.
A good challenge is to get through the game without this happening. I really wish to know if there's something right bumper that happens if you do that. Yes, you can. No. Let's have a pellet and. Yeah. You get 2 hits. Wow. lock on. Okay. One, two, and away. Dodge too early. Now. We're dead for real. So I glossed over it, but the old woman we talked to, that thought we were her son, gave you a bell. And maybe you can do something with that. If you're ever stuck in, like, I don't know what to do, travel back. Talk with the characters you've met so far. Every now and then, you might get a hint or a direction. Less in Sekiro than the other games, but you can just as well also start reading some item descriptions if you need to calm down from being way too angry. Because everything, all the text explains things and helps you fill out the story. Now, Sekiro is the least cryptic of the games that has come out from Software in a long time. I think this is about the absolute basics and how to get around the blocking and all that. Oh, no it isn't. I hope I can get to the Mikiri counter, because that's another thing we might need. So, we got our first experience point, and then you can get a way to level up. You got the text, then you need to go back to the idol, because you learn things while meditating. Surprisingly like real life. Let's see here. Yeah, the Mikiri counter costs 2. The Mikiri counter is something you really should be practicing, because whenever you encounter thrust moves, when someone's trying to stab you with a sword or a spear, if you don't push any direction, I think you're allowed to push forward, but you should at least practice it not doing that. And again, just as it starts coming towards you, and when you get there's the second, there's an upgrade to the Mikiri counter. I think it's that one. It gives you even more time, but then clicking that, it's a great way to do some extra posture damage and not get killed. Because I'm almost certain you, my friend, have by now run into a person with a spear. And I don't think you have been enjoying that guy. Because nobody enjoys that. I think I got killed 30 times the first time through. That does things to your ego, your elite gaming ego. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I need to show off the Mikiri counter, but that's a thing you really should get. It makes just about everything else in the game easier. So, I'll just round off here on this nice, not as warm, actually even slightly cool day. And now, I'm gonna fold laundry. Bye!